Good day, everyone. Welcome to the episode 3 of Protection Tips Talk. So, for today, we are going to talk about a really sensitive topic, but yet intriguing topic called pre-planning, living a legacy of love. And for today, we have our guest speaker, Miss Ang Kersing, who is a District Service Director from Nirvana Memorial Garden. So, Kersing, would you like to say a few words to the audience?
Hi, my name is Ang Sing, and most of my customers call me Madam Ang. I joined Fukui Service, which is an authorized agency of Nirvana Memorial Garden since August 2019. I took only about 2.5 years to promote from service advisor to district service director. A lot of my customers ask me why I joined this industry, and simply I would like to say this job is very fulfillment. And all my effort were being recognized by my customer, and eventually we are all friends.
So I'm sure that many of you are very curious on what is pre-planning about and why is there a need to do pre-planning. So Kersing, would you like to share with us more?
Yeah, pre-planning is important because pre-planning can cover unexpected costs and expenses during funeral. In addition, it relieves any undue stress and the burden of funeral arrangement in addition to coping with our death.
So seems like pre-planning conversation can go quite deep. So Kersing, what does a pre-planning conversation with your client usually cover? And do you also involve your client's spouse and family members?
Oh, yes. As this is the life and death topics, most of my customers are willing to share with me their concerns about funeral costs, what actually is their budgets, funeral setup, what kind of funeral setup they would like to have. For example, free tinkle, Buddhism, Taoism, etc. Funeral services, what kind of services actually we covered? For example, hearse type, ceremony. We will usually encourage their spouse and the family members to come for a meeting together sections. Majority of my clients are in their late 50 and above. However, few of them are as young as late 30s.
Wow. So it seems like pre-planning topic is also very similar to insurance planning, right? Because we also encourage our client to plan along with their spouse and family members. And I was actually quite surprised to hear from Kersing that, in fact, some of our clients are as young as late 30s. So Kersing, what actually motivate your client to decide to take up pre-planning with you?
Oh, because most of my customers, they see the benefits of pre-planning, not only for family, but also for themselves. For example, a family members will know who to contact in the event of emergency. Family members will not be in pressure into making hasty decisions. Family members could focus on healing from losing the loved one, and family members could avoid the unprepared financial burden. Family members could save the funeral costs due to inflation. And for ourselves, we assume our own financial responsibility. We will have time to consider all factors and concern. And basically, we will be reliant and choose the way we wish to celebrate and remember. And we will enjoy the options of paying through an installment plan at 0% interest. And again, we will have peace of mind after pre-planning for future.
I see. So the keyword is really peace of mind because you plan for your own death processes, right? At the point when you're
Yes,
alive, right? And you would also like to also assume financial responsibility for these death processes.
correct.
Wow, seems like pre-planning is a very deep conversation, right? And there's also many consideration for many people. So Kersing, what are the values and principles that you uphold in your business? Would you like to share more with us?
Yeah, okay. This is the journey of love. And we aim basically to deliver the love, trust, and peace of mind to the family members at the pivotal times of their life. Nirvana Memorial Garden is fully equipped columbarium with offer various funeral services and niches, a beautiful environment and accident services. And our core value basically that contain one, love, care and respect to everyone around us. Integrity, be honest and doing the right things. The third point, focus, delivery, value to customers and stakeholders. The last one, empathy, exercising compassion to ourselves and to others. Trust and building relation is very important. Just listen and understand their needs. And then we can propose the best that suit their needs. In the way we can avoid any future correspondence, like any future communication problems. So this is how we connect to the customer. First, we need to connect them, then we'll be able to correct them. Bear in mind that we are not only selling products, but in actual fact, we are providing peace of mind services.
Wow, thanks for the sharing, because I think even the 4 core values mentioned by Kasing, love, integrity, focus, and empathy, I think we need to exercise that in our insurance planning business as well. And I absolutely love the last sentence. We are not just selling a product, we are providing a peace of mind service as well as a relationship with client. So in fact, in Singapore, we have so many different religions. So Kasing, do you actually handle pre-planning and funeral from different religion?
Yes. Basically, Nirvana provide a 4 standard package, which is MV Grace, MV Longevity, MV Supreme, MV Legacy. Our funeral service package could be customized to suit different religions that include Buddhists, Taoists, Christian, and free thinkers. I have prepared actually a video for you.
Okay, that's great. So let's take a look at this 2 minutes video provided by Kasing, which will give us even more insights into how the funeral process is being handled, all the way from the funeral, all the way to the getting your niche, as well as choosing the columbarium.
Yes.
Wow, that's a really breathtaking 2 minutes video shared by Kasing. So Kasing, would you want to share with us what are the average costs and processes for funeral planning charged by Nirvana?
Yeah, as this is the pre-planning package, our price basically offer already factor in the inflation for the next 10, 20, or even 30 years. I know this screen is a little bit small, but I want to actually to explain is our package basically offer a very transparent listed with all the items, which is includes from transfer services all the way until cremation services. And the price range basically from 12,800 before GST as high as 24,800 before GST. And we allow installment plan from 36 months up to 48 months.
I see. So it's actually very reasonable prices that we see here. It's not exorbitant price to pay for a peace of mind, right, Kasing?
Yes.
In fact, when I was looking at the 2 minutes video provided by Kersing, what was the most breathtaking to me was the showcasing of the various niche by Nirvana. So Kersing, would you like to share with us what are the niche costs charged by Nirvana?
The niche cost charged by Nirvana, basically we have three categories. We have a lower range, which is less than 20,000. We have a middle range, which is 20 to 35,000. We have a premium range, which is the highest range, which is more than about 35,000. Of course, this price basically is catered for a double lock, which is catered for a couples. And the last, actually, the picture you will see is our future developments, and which will be available or will be completed next year, 2023.
I see. In fact, Nirvana also can cater to couple who would like to stay together. So seems like choosing a columbarium has many factors to consider. So Kersing, would you like to share with us what are the factors that we should consider before we choose a columbarium for ourselves?
Sure. The factors actually we need to consider when choosing a columbarium, basically I group into 5 factors, which is the first one, land lease. It can be actually 15, 30 years, 40 years, or even 30 years. Some actually can be a freehold columbarium. And the second factor needs choice, be it whether it's a government-owned columbarium or private-owned columbarium. It could be actually a single or double lot or family lots. Environment-wise, it could be an open concept, it could be an 100% air conditioners. Of course, the pricing, it can be ranged between a few $100s for a government-owned columbarium and up to a private-owned columbarium more than 10 over thousands. And the services, basically, in my opinion, is very important, especially the after-sales services. Say, for example, the personnel must be easily contactable.
I see. So it seems like there's a lot of consideration. Okay, but some of us are actually thinking that we would like to make the ashes of our loved one into a diamond instead. So Kersing, what is your opinion on this?
There is no right and wrong answer to grave. Some people believe that diamonds basically is a symbol of love and remembrance, and it is forever. So are your loved one beautiful memory. However, some believe that we are all in 2 different worlds, and we shouldn't actually keep the ashes with us. And we should learn actually to move on and restart our next chapter of life. And this is just my personal opinion. So putting in the columbarium is also a form of remembrance.
I see. So there's many ways that we can choose to grieve and heal from the death of our loved ones. Okay,
Yes.
so I think the most important thing is to start your pre-planning. So it seems like pre-planning is really important for us to have a peace of mind. So Kersing, I would like to ask you the next key question. So why do your client choose to go for Nirvana Memorial Garden?
Most of my customers, they choose Nirvana Memorial Garden because other than a freehold columbarium, Nirvana Memorial Garden is offering the longest land lease in Singapore, which is until 12 August 2098. And we have a peace of mind one-stop solution with funeral package, 2 columbarium, and we even offer or maybe provide after-sales services. We do not have any annual fee, and we collect only one-time maintenance fee. And we have a free Wi-Fi and fully air conditioners with a cozy environments. As because Nirvana is focused on the pre-planning, and we allow up to 48 months installment plan at 0% interest.
So let's take a look at some of the funeral service packages that Nirvana offers.
Yeah, this is a samples of funeral service package. And the first pictures is basically a setup at Pala. And the second pictures, which is at the bottom, which is a tented setup at HDB. And of course, Nirvana Memorial Gardens offer a premium package. Examples, and this is our Maserati Hearse sport car, to give the deceased our very last honorable respect.
I see. Actually,
Yes,
Nirvana offers a range of setup, right? From the maybe for the high net worth to maybe more for our mass customers as well at HDB. So let's take a look at the columbarium.
This is some of the columbarium samples.
In fact, I actually went with Kersing to Choa Chu Kang to take a look at all the columbarium. I can tell you it's truly breathtaking. The environment is cozy, it's quiet, it's very peaceful, right? That's what I felt. And the columbarium are all very nicely designed. Yeah, let's take a look at the after sales service.
Okay, come to these slides. Why after sales service importance? Maybe perhaps I can just share with you some of the sample actually we have, or some of the the scenario we encounter. Take for examples, during the COVID situations, as some of the family members will not be able to travel, due to pandemics, and the family members are requested, or maybe assist. We are basically assist them to settle their loved one. So this was actually a service beyond a normal purchase. We are just simply provide our helping hand.
Yeah, that's why we reiterate it's a long-term relationship. Even after the person has passed on, right? There's still so-called after sales services that we have.
Correct.
Mm.
This is some of the other collaborations, how they look like.
But this is not part of the Nirvana, right? It's
No,
others.
this is not. This is not.
Okay.
This is the temple setup.
This one is from the other temples, lah.
Yeah, the other temples. Yeah, this is the other temples as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So thank you, Kersing, for the basis of comparison. I think with this few basis of comparison, I think it's very clear, why Nirvana Memorial Garden has such exclusive services and package, lah.
Yeah.
Wow, Kersing have shared so much information with us, but let's move on to a more lightweight, light-hearted question. So Kersing, in your 3 years of experience, do you face any unique requests before from client as part of their pre-planning?
Yes, I do actually come across, for examples, I have a single ladies or some of the bachelors, they ask actually us to carry out their final journey. And there are some actually ask us to sort out their post-funeral matters. And some special requests, examples, I have family asked me to find a person who can handmade a camera handmade. So their families actually asked me to handmade a fish rock for their loved one. So this is a very, it's very unique request.
I see. Okay. And I think Kersing also brought out a very good point previously talking about COVID-19, because I think for the past 2 years, we have been battling COVID-19, right? And Kersing also mentioned that Nirvana Memorial Garden also handle after sales service that within the last 2 years. So Kersing, is there any differences in handling if the disease pass on from infectious disease like COVID-19?
Yes. Everybody knows COVID-19 basically is a highly contagious viral. So we are basically during the funerals, we are not allowed to do embalming. No embalming meanings our pallbearers are not allowed to have a physical contact with the body. Immediately we pull out from the NCID, which is a short form of National Center for Infectious Disease Center. And we must basically wear a PPE protections. It's called a personal protective equipment, so that we are able actually to protect our staff. So during the COVID-19, I still can recall, starting of the COVID-19, we only allow a 1 day so-called funeral services. But now basically a government already all free up. So we can have it for 3 days funeral instead.
I see. So I really didn't know that actually even COVID-19 can easily affect the way that we do the funeral processes as well. So we have come to the end of the sharing session with Kersing today, right? We have learned so much from Kersing. So Kersing, do you have any closing speech to share with the audience here?
Yes. A lot of my customers ask me when actually is the best time to pre-plan. So, well, the topic of death is a delicate one, and it is understandable so many are uncomfortable to discuss it. So, however, we should contemplate on these questions. Which comes first, tomorrow or death? We can never know for sure, but death does not discriminate, and neither does it wait. So when it comes to the topics of the best time to pre-plan, there is no better time than now when you are really thinking about it. The conclusions that we can draw here is that it's never too early to pre-plan. The soonest we do so, the greater your peace of mind. Similarly, to the questions of who should pre-plan, as long as you are ready to explore the idea, then we can start to do now.
Yeah, it's like insurance planning is also never too early to pre-plan. So guys, if you are thinking that you would like to start on your very own pre-planning or even get your client to start their pre-planning, do contact Kersing here. If you notice on the slides, there's a QR code and you can scan the QR code and it will lead you directly to Kersing personal website. Or you can just give her a call because her handphone number is on the slide as well, right? So I think Kersing, would you like to say bye to the audience?
Yes. Bye bye. Thank you.
Thank you, Kersing. Thank